Romans chapter 3 and Proverbs chapter 12. When I was a brand new Christian, I got a hold of some cassettes that took me verse by verse through the book of Romans, and they really set me free. And I remember working my way verse by verse, and when I got to the end of the book of, towards the end of chapter 3, and I read this passage, what shall we conclude then? Are we any better? Not at all. We have already made the charge that Jews and Gentiles alike are all under sin. As it is written, then I read these words, there is no one righteous, no, not one. There is no one who understands, no one who seeks God. All have turned away. All have together become worthless. There is no one who does good, not even one. And I remember I felt so set free when I read those words. To me, there's this picture. You have one picture of religion where we're climbing a hill and God sort of gives you a boost, but basically you're doing all the work. And then the other picture is where you are drowning in the ocean, and it's the middle of the ocean, and you're thousands of miles from nowhere, and you're completely out of strength, and you are drowning, and you're helpless, and God comes down and pulls you out of the ocean. And that's what I saw. I'm not climbing a hill. I'm not doing anything. I am helpless, hopeless, and useless. And Jesus has saved me. That's why it's such good news. And so these powerful, piercing, and painful words are sweet words to me. There's nothing that I can do to earn my way to heaven. And there's nothing in me apart from Jesus that I can make that will ever be pure or clean before him. And so there's such a release. Jesus, only you living through me is how I can come before the Father. And I remember as a brand new Christian, the healing and the freedom of not ever trying to earn God's approval that these words brought to me. So very sweet memory for me and very freeing words. And I hope they're freeing for you. Now let's go over to Proverbs chapter 12. And speaking of encouraging words, there's a verse here about encouraging words. In Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25, it gives a very visual picture, a very physical picture. It says, an anxious heart weighs a man down. And the word anxious in the King James Version says heaviness of heart. And so literally it's talking about, and then it says, makes a man stoop. And so anxiousness or worry or concern, and it literally has this picture of a man just being beat down with the worries of life. And then it says a kind word. And the word in the Hebrew there that says a kind word is specifically someone who sees the good in every situation. And so you have people that when they're worrying, they're fretting about too much responsibility and fretting about what the bad may happen. And sometimes they're just overwhelmed. And along comes a friend, and a friend says, well, yes, I realize you're stressing about this, but let me just point out all the good things that have happened. Let me point out all the good things you have done. And it's amazing how that's a kind word. And that person who was stooped down goes, oh, really? I have done all these good things. And oh, you're right. And it's so much weighs down, cheers up. Weighs down, cheers up. I love, let us be people who look at an anxious friend and we see the good in them and we see the good things they've done and let us cheer them up. Fine. God, give us one person today that we can see the good in them and we can cheer them up. Can I get an amen on that? God bless you. Go forth and cheer someone up today.